Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, everybody. Good morning. I'm going to take a few minutes to say good morning, waiting for the link to populate. I know it's hitting a number of places. I know we're on so many different Twitter lists, so I'm going to let everybody just go ahead and come in and have a seat. We're going to talk this morning. I want to, first and foremost, I hope everybody is motivated. I know it's a Saturday morning. I know Saturday is a family day. It's my family day as well, which means I only have a short time to tell you that I stayed up last night and finally put the finishing touches on the next set of answers in the series of 27 answers, hashtag 27 answers. If you've missed any of the previous series, you need to go and check out the hashtag 27 answers. There it is. There's the cover. This is the cover to the new and latest ebook and 27 answers from 27answers.com. My name is Yolanda Lattimore. If you are not already following me, or if this is our first introduction, it's so great to meet you. But let me tell you, here's what I do. I am a 13, almost 14. We're heading into our 14 years of blogging at DryerBuzz.com. That's me right there. I'm also a radio host in Atlanta. My networking brought me to radio, and I'm going to tell you, if you download this ebook, you're going to find out exactly how I did that. You're going to find out how I became a household name. And I did it through networking. And not only just networking, I didn't run out to each and every event. And most people are like surprised when they find out that I'm not at an event. And they always say, well, I thought I would have seen you at this and that event. I've been there. I've graduated. Let me tell you, because what's my motto? You can't join the team from the winner's circle. Okay, if you've already won the race, you just need to cheer on the rest. And that's what I'm doing with 27 Answers. With 13 years blogging, 2 decades in internet enterprises, and 3 decades, I'm talking 30 years, helping to develop the internet and what you know today to be digital habits. I've been working on this for 30 years, trying to get people to have digital habits. And so what do you do after 30 years of doing that? You start writing down these answers. You start answering. People start coming to you for answers, and they ask you question after question. And so then you realize, and somebody tells you, you answer the same questions all the time. And I was like, really? I do? Well, let me just start writing those down. I started blogging these answers, and then I got the inspiration from a couple of places to take those answers from the blog, which is my community, and make them available to my convenience customer, those who like them on their devices. And then I said, well, let me take them to the next level, to my premium customer, and that's those who like them not just in a digital guide, but also in a printed book. Well, while I was working on this second printed book, I decided, well, let me make what I'm writing as I put out each chapter. Let me make it available to my convenience customer as well as to my community, so that you guys don't have to wait for the answers, because it takes a while to write a book, okay? But as I do each chapter, as I write about each network, as I write about each subject, I decided I would go ahead and put them out as digital guides. They're answers, literally. There's no verbiage. It's literally answers, 1 through 27, where I answer your questions. I have, over the past 2 weeks, have been compiling your questions from the different scopes that we do, from the different events that we attend. Those of you who call me, and you can always call me, 530-234-BUZZ. 530-324-BUZZ. Hey, how are you? Saving ATL moms. Hey, CC and everybody that's joining. I'm just trying to get, I'll say hello in just a minute. I'm going to go down the list. Just want to make sure I get this out, because I know it's Saturday. Everybody's headed to the salons and the barbershops and so forth. I need to head to town to head up details. I need to go over here and get my daughter's salon spot buzzing. My daughter is Ash.the.mua. She's got some openings today. If you're looking to get that great makeover, if you want to rock some purple hair like I'm rocking, or you want to get the mohawk and all that stuff going, I got 2. I got my favorite barber, which is Miriam Coleman in Atlanta, and then for all my coloring and styling, I go to my daughter Ash.the.mua. Okay, back on topic. I'm glad to see that you are wonderful. One of the reasons I'm answering questions about networking is because I see you out at the networkings, and I'm one of those people. I like to observe the networkers. And one of the things that I have done, and if you do follow me, you'll notice on Instagram, I have been monitoring networking, and I find it to seriously be gender-based, which is why you have a lot of the women saying they want to network and promote their businesses and be entrepreneurs in a safe space, which is why you see men huddled, and when they go to networking, they're in a huddle. They're getting it done. They're getting their follow-up. For men is usually their next action item. Follow-up for women is usually a reintroduction. And I talk about that. If you're truly networking, your follow-up is not you reintroducing yourself because you've made enough impact on the person at the event. If you remember the other day, I did a virtual book signing and I read 5 reasons you might need to stop networking. And that's one, and I'll give you just a couple of those. If you want to stay in the background, stop networking. If you don't know what you're selling, stop networking. Okay. If you're not that person that sees it there, the opportunity, stop networking, because what you're doing is you're putting the networking at a disadvantage. Or you're putting those who go for the win, you're putting them at an advantage. And we want to make sure that you have an advantage yourself. 27 answers. You don't have to do all 27. The first thing you want to do is look down the list and find your most pressing. Okay, when you find your most pressing issue, then you learn to go from the audience to the stage. Going to a networking is about going from the audience to the stage. It's about having the perfect icebreaker. It's about going beyond and above an elevator pitch. I don't know where elevator pitch came from. What's the one thing you do in the elevator? You ignore everybody else. You got tunnel vision for your button and your flow. Okay, so your floor. Sorry, I'm in the South. So forget an elevator pitch. Learn to pepper conversations with your buzzword. You know what's your buzzword today? Your hashtag. If you don't know how to rock a hashtag, go to 27answers.com and download 27 Answers How to Rock a Hashtag. I rock a hashtag. My hashtags have become not only household names, but international movements. Let me tell you about networking, okay? I go to a conference every 3 to 5 years. I don't go to conferences every year because when I go to conference, first and foremost, I know how to choose the conference that's going to get me in the influential circles that I need to be in. It's going to introduce me to the people that I need to meet. It's going to provide me the opportunities that I need to seize, okay? And I'm going to be prepared when I get there. When I went to Blog Her, not last year, I went to Blog Her, which is the #1 bloggers conference in 2012. I am still 3 years into implementing what I learned at Blog Her. When I went to Blog Her, I didn't need to go to all the different sessions. I had my eyes set on Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart gave the keynote at the Blog Her that I went to. But I think last year the keynote was Kerry Washington. I don't need a keynote from Kerry Washington. Okay, I'm not trying to be an actress. Okay, I am trying to market my business. Now, I noticed Kerry Washington was the #1 actress over the last couple of years, but she's still not. She still doesn't have the #1 endorsement deals. Ask yourself about that. Black women are rocking television, but black women are not rocking the top endorsement deals. I want the top endorsement deal. Martha Stewart, boss lady. Okay, so I went to the Blog Her that had her as a keynote, and I sit there and I zoomed in. Now let me tell you, that year, who spoke before Martha Stewart? Barack Obama, top branding politician known to man, rocked the hell out of social media to become president of the United States. He still doesn't know how he did it because it was his team. Who's your team? Look around your team. Team stands for trust everyone around me. The man is president because he built the right team, and he could say, I trust everyone around me. Can you say that about your team? I tell you what, I'm going to show you some things here I got for you today. I'm going to go into my quotes. There it is right there. Team. To become a team player means it's time to trust everyone around me. And I wrote that one because I'm getting ready to I'm building my team. And I noticed in building my team, there's some people who want to jump on your team because they know you're a go-getter. But then I realized, wait a minute. I don't necessarily trust everyone around me, so I've got to drop some people from the team and open up some slots to get some real team players. Successful people had nothing in common until they became successful. Oprah and Tyler Perry had nothing in common until Tyler Perry became successful enough to buy Oprah and Gail some cars, okay? Oprah and Tyler Perry had nothing in common until Tyler Perry made the investment in himself to get him at the events and at the table with Oprah. And then that's when you realize, oh wait, we have some things in common. Successful people had nothing in common until they became successful. They were unicorns. They were individuals. They were innovative. They spent time